Yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode, another edition of the Speak Up Now podcast, and I'm your host, Darius Silver, aka Mr. GQ, back with some more unbelievable content, back with some more important content, and back with some content that's going to motivate you and inspire you to be better. And as always, speak up. You know why? Speaking up is only make you better mentally, physically, and emotionally, and that's what this podcast is all about. Speaking up around us so you can help make people and society better, just like yourself. So, whoa, what are you doing? You forgetting to hit the subscribe button? Stop it. What are you doing? You watching the Speak Up Now podcast, and you watching your host, Darius Silver, aka Mr. GQ, give you some unbelievable content. What are you doing? I need you to subscribe right now. Check out my social media platforms that you see on the screen, Facebook, Instagram, and this platform, YouTube. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you continue to tune in and watch the full episode. Come on now. This is the Speak Up Now podcast, where we're inspiring others to speak up and do better. Come on now, subscribe. Come on, subscribe. All right, let's get you back to the full episode. Boom. Yeah, I'm back. I'm glad to be back as always. I told you to be back with more exciting content. If you're a new viewer, thank you for tuning in. And if you're a returning viewer, you know what it is. Much love to you as always. I'm back. So for today's episode, well, again, I told you I was a little rusty. If you're ready for today's episode, if you're a returning viewer, say with me. Let's ride. So for today's episode, it's simple and plain. I talk about a variety of topics on my podcast, a lot of life, career, politics, sports, relationships, the whole nine. So I just this podcast is gonna be about, again, power, relationships, but it has a twist to it though. Today's episode is, listen closely, who has the power when a relationship ends, the man or the woman? I'm gonna say it again, listen closely. Who has the unofficial power when the relationship ends, the man or the woman? And I feel like we all have opinions about this subject. We can't have opinions about this subject, and everybody's gonna feel differently, rightfully so. But I want to say this. In my opinion, this is my opinion when in terms of this question. When your relationship ends, I feel like this answer is easy. I feel like the woman, the female, has all the power whenever the relationship ends. People say that women are emotional creatures, men are tough, men are this, men are that, and then women are always the one that has all the men. Women are in life and society. Women have this stigma that they're the most emotional creatures, always in their feelings, always, complaining about something, blah 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 blah. But in the end, I feel like that, in terms of relationships and holding down marriages, when relationships end and when marriages end, I feel like they're stronger than the men in terms of handling them after they end, in my opinion. In terms of like moving on and able to move forward in life, I feel like women are stronger. I feel like men take it hurt differently and hurt more when marriages and relationships end, and I have to say I agree with that statement, because it's just, when you think about over the past however long that relationships been in this world, when 9 times out of 10, okay, 7, 8 times out of 10, I believe women have it easier when moving on. Not just because they can find relationships quicker, another opportunity quicker, another man quicker, or another partner quicker. I feel like men, when a relationship ends or marriage ends, I feel like men take that to heart more. Like, if their wife leaves them, or if their fiance leaves them, or if their girlfriend leaves them, or if it's a mutual relationship ends, I feel like men take that more to heart. Men can't stand or can't fathom a girlfriend or a fiance or wife that they used to be with for years and years and years with another man, with another partner. with another partner. We can't fathom that because we can only think about the good times or other things that we've been through with that significant other. I'm not saying that women don't feel that way, but I feel like women can get over that quicker than a man can. Women can find a man or a partner just like that in an instant the next day if they really wanted to. I'm not saying that they will or couldn't or want to, but if they really wanted to, they could. In terms of a man, yes, a man can go out and try to find another female here and there, but it's not the same as seeing in public or in social media or just in life their previous significant other with another partner, with another man, knowing that yes, it's a mutual relationship and or yes, the woman left them or maybe they made mistakes, but it still hurts them more than you realize. I like to, for my podcast, I like to advocate for both sides of the aisle, for a man and for a woman. Yes, I'm not a woman, but I still like to advocate for all the women out there in terms of relationships or whatever. And in this case, I'm advocating for the man, saying that it's okay to understand and come to terms that women, I feel like women have the most of the power in relationships and marriages. That's number one. But number two, I feel like men have less power in general when a marriage or relationship ends. That's number two. I just want to get those two things out there. I feel like those are facts. Those are truths. If you don't believe me, go do your own research out there and try to find, or ask your peers around you, or ask the people that you trust. I really believe that men, men should be okay with understanding that that's just the fact of life. Men in relationships, and deep down, they could try to act tough and act all macho and act like this they have the last say, but in reality, we don't. Women do, and it's okay. It's okay. What I'm saying is, and to this podcast question, for this episode's question, is that women can move on easier. Women have more power in general after a marriage or relationship ends, and women have a better mental mindset in terms of being okay with moving on after a long-term relationship or after a long-term marriage ends, rather than a man does. I mean, I'm not saying a man can't move on or a man doesn't have to have that mindset, but I'm saying most men out there will agree with my statement. And I can honestly say that we all been through as a man. And I'm a man, a black man at that. I can honestly say that men, I can say that we all been through it, or if we haven't been through it, we will go through it. And it's okay to talk about things like this now, so you could be prepared mentally if it does happen to you. Because I'm not saying that when you join a relationship or when you have a relationship or when you get married, that you always thinking about the end, or you always thinking about this. I'm not saying that, because who wants to get in a relationship, who wants to get in a marriage and think about ending it or think about the repercussions of it ending? Nobody wants to think about that. But what I'm saying is that if you have these thoughts in your head and can mentally prepare yourself, it's only gonna make you better, and it's only gonna make you smarter how you go about things and how you treat your significant other whatsoever. So that's my biggest thing, and I want to spread conversations like this to help not just the man's perspective, but the woman's perspective. Like, I'm giving you women out there credit, honestly, because I'm showing and telling you to people in society that women are stronger than you think they are. Women are very, very strong, and it's okay for us men. It's okay to recognize that our women in society are very, very strong, and they should be celebrated for being strong mentally and emotionally for all the things that sometimes men put them through, and relationships or marriages. But as men, it's okay to be vulnerable in that spectrum, saying that women have all the power, and they do. And it hurt when a relationship ends in a man's perspective or marriage ends. people don't really think about the man. People don't really think about the man, or many people don't ask about how is the man doing after this divorce or after this relationship. And it's always the females, always how's the woman doing, or like I'm saying, like respectfully, men feel a way too. Men feel like they should be checked up on too when a relationship ends or when a marriage ends, because it hurts them too. And many people don't think about that. And I want to spread awareness around that. Like it's so like men should be checked up on too. Men should be asked how are they? You know, is there anything we could do for them? You know, because it works with both sides of the aisle. That's why I want to bring awareness to that. But to answer my question, who has the power? A woman does, respectfully, and they do. And I can agree with that statement. If you disagree, let me know and tell me why you disagree. But I feel like most people in society will agree with that statement. And there's always gonna be different opinions out there. If they do agree, if they don't agree, and that's okay. That's what conversation and discussions are all about, and that's what speaking up is all about. But I want to bring awareness and thought to this conversation, because I feel like it should be had. And it affects all of us men, and it affects all of us women out there. I mean, it's just the truth. But I feel like women have it easier because they're moving on, and when they do move on, it affects the man more, sadly, and it does. We all been there. If we haven't been there, we will go through it. So it's about time we have these conversations and speak up about these conversations. So for all you women out there, hopefully you guys take into account, sometimes taking it easy on this men relationship end or whatsoever, regardless if it was our fault or regardless if it's mutual, or regardless if the man wants you back. You know, so, you know, please take it easy on us if you can. And men, if you're out there and listening, it's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to, you know, to have these very thorough and deep conversations, because it's only make you better and help people, your peers around you. So, yeah, that's what I'm all about: deep conversation, important conversation, and helping not just the man's perspective, but the woman's perspective as well. I'm trying to help everybody with that discussions that they never think about having. So, yeah, that's for today's episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm gonna bring some more exciting content for you guys, for some more important content for you guys, for everybody, you know. So if you're a new viewer, thank you for tuning in. Hopefully you made this far. And if you're a returning viewer, always love to you. Keep on spreading the word, keep on liking, subscribing, commenting, sharing, everything, the whole nine. Yeah, let's go and end this thing out the right way. So if you're a new viewer, pay attention. Stay mellow, keep that mellow mind, stay focused on that narrow path of what's important. And as my man Cam Newton says, you got one finger, one pinky, one thumb, one love. Boom.